meetings and other reviews are not and should not be a substitute for watching a film. So yes, there's going to be certain things missing from plot breakdowns. We encourage you to go watch this film and any others we might cover in its entirety anywhere you can stream it or if you own it. Hightown Reviews does not, nor do we pretend, to own footage shared in our videos. The footage is owned by the copyright holders and used for comments and review under fair use.
Welcome to Council Meeting, the more fun review segment for Hightown Reviews, where we go through a movie or TV season, compile positives and negatives, and decide if it gets key to the city or shunned. In exile. Today, Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. And cannot explain how excited I was to cover this movie. Spoiler for my ranking when I'm done with all of these. This is my favorite one. Let's go. We open with a bang and settle in. This movie is full of action. A massive space battle over Coruscant, the Republic's capital planet. Anakin and Obi-Wan are on a daring rescue mission to save Chancellor Palpatine, who's been kidnapped by the Separatist leader General Grievous. Right away, we see Anakin's growing power. He takes down Count Dooku in a lightsaber duel that's brutal and foreshadows his aggression.
Good, Anakin, good. Kill him. Kill him now.
I shouldn't.
Do it.
His acknowledgement of what's supposed to be done, but killing him anyways at the command of Palpatine. They escape, but not without hints of Palpatine pulling strings. Back on Coruscant, Anakin reunites with Padme out in the open, but they're still in hiding. And boom, she drops the bombshell. She's preggers. This amps up Anakin's fears, especially after he starts having nightmares about her dying in childbirth, echoing the visions that he had about his mom in Episode 2. But here's the thing. She's just having the baby in his dream. She's not dying like he thinks yet. As the war rages on, the Jedi Council grows suspicious of Palpatine, who's amassing more power in the Senate. They task Anakin with spying on him, which puts our boy in a tough spot because he's Palpatine's buddy. Knowing it's dangerous to put them together, but still doing it, yikes. Palpatine starts whispering in Anakin's ear about the dark side's power to cheat death.
Anakin, you know I'm not able to rely on the Jedi Council. Had such a knowledge of the dark side, he could even keep the ones he cared about from dying.
This, of course, starts planting seeds of doubt about the Jedi. Meanwhile, Obi-Wan heads off to hunt Grievous on Utepa. Forget it. This is leading to one of the film's best sequences, a high-speed chase on lizards, mounts with a showdown where Obi-Wan quips his famous
Hello there.
He did it! He said the thing! Before a unique lightsaber sequence that ends with him blasting the cyborg general with a blaster. Back home, the plot thickens. Palpatine reveals himself as Darth Sidious, the Sith Lord who's been orchestrating the whole Clone War. He tempts Anakin with promises to save Padme. In a heart-wrenching moment, Anakin betrays the Jedi by helping Sidious get an upper hand against Mace Windu during their confrontation. Hayden, there you are, man. There you are. From there, it's time for Order 66, the infamous command that turns the clone troopers against the Jedi.
Commander Turkey, the time has come. Execute Order 66.
We see montages of Jedi across the galaxy getting gunned down. Kai Adi-Mundi on Megiddo. Ayla Secura on Felucia. It's a massacre. And I don't just mean me butchering their names. Yoda feels the disturbance on Kashyyyk, and Obi-Wan barely survives on Utapau. Forget it. Anakin, now fully committed, marches on the Jedi Temple with the 501st Legion. his first canonical Imperial march. Slaughtering younglings in one of the darkest scenes in Star Wars history.
Master Skywalker, there are too many of them. What are we going to do?
He then heads to Mustafar to wipe out the Separatist leaders, tying up loose ends for Sidious, revealing his full turn as we see his Sith-raged yellow eyes. This is also the scene where we see him struggling the most with what he has done. Padme arrives to confront him there, heartbroken at the rumors of his turn, unknowingly bringing Obi-Wan as he's stowed away on her ship, leading to the penultimate duel. The aforementioned duel that's very lightly mentioned in episode 4. It is space poetry. Symmetry? Who cares? This is the fight most fans waited 28 years to see. Anakin chokes Padme in a rage and debates with Obi-Wan whether or not they're each on the correct side of this whole conflict. It leads into the Star Wars duel. Duel of the Fates plays in its most epic use, but alas, fate for Anakin's soul is well sealed. The Anakin-Obi-Wan battle is every bit as epic, acrobatic, and emotional as a fight that it's built up to be.
I have failed you, Anakin. I have failed you. I should have known the Jedi were plotting to take over. Anakin, Chancellor Palpatine is evil. From my point of view, the Jedi are evil. Well, then you are lost.
It ends with Anakin losing his limbs and burning alive after a heartbreaking exchange between them, proving to Obi-Wan that his friend is in fact a Sith now, where he screams his hatred for Obi-Wan. Heartbreaking. The battle is epic, but it's ruined slightly. I'm going to say this isn't a yikes. Nah, yeah, it is. It's ruined slightly by the interludes of the Yoda and Sidious confrontation. While some of it's fun, I just wish it was edited a little better.
If so powerful you are, why leave?
Sidious rescues Vader, encases him in the Vader suit, and tells him Padme's dead. blaming Anakin, telling him he killed her in his anger. The film closes with the twins Luke and Leia being born, being hidden away, Yoda and Obi-Wan going into exile, and the Empire rising. Cue that Imperial march. Hopefully, Disney doesn't block my video. No notes. In scene. Additional positives and negatives for the movie. We'll go with the positives first. Revenge of the Sith is visually stunning. ILM's effects hold up from the opening space battle to the lava flows on Mustafar. More on the effects in a moment. The action is top tier. Lightsaber duels are faster, more emotional. John Williams' score is masterful, blending new motifs with classics like the Duel of the Fates and Across the Stars. It ties the prequels together beautifully, answering questions like how the Empire forms, why Vader's in his suit, things like that. The themes of corruption, fear, and the fall of democracy are timeless, especially in today's climate. McDermott's Palpatine is a villain for the ages, cackling unlimited power! And it's the darkest Star Wars film until Rogue One, with the real stakes and tragedy being forefront for the film. Hayden's ability to compellingly convey the tragic part of Vader with his evil acting, it's great. I don't care what anybody says. The hate he got was so unjustified. I'm so glad he finally got his flowers in the last few years. He can't help the dialogue he had to deliver, and come on, he was good. Don't come at me. The negatives. The dialogue. Exchanges like, "You're so beautiful. It's only because I'm so in love." Or, "Hold me like you did by the lake on Naboo." Or, Anakin to Padme in a tense moment, "Love won't save you, Padme. Only my new powers can do that." Bro, just leave with her. That's all you had to do. Get on the ship and go. Now, back to the CGI or the effects. Some CGI use were horrible. While the effects overall, the CGI overall, looks so good in this film, there's still a moment, specifically in the fight with Dooku at the beginning, where it's just, I don't know, a bad video game or something. I don't know, but that's a yikes. Finally, pacing rushes through the Jedi Purge, which could have been more fleshed out if ever a film could have been 3 hours or more. This is it. So much story that could have been and maybe should have been told, just to get some segments a little more fleshed out. This was never not getting. Okay, final thoughts time. This movie is so equally amazing and heartbreaking. Watching Anakin fall to the dark side is a hard watch because you want to see him triumph. I mean, he's supposed to bring balance to the Force, right? Right? Here's the thing. He did. Well, he took the first actual step of 2 to fully fulfilling the prophecy. If you watched my episode 1 council meeting, I said more on the Sith and balance in episode 3. Here it is. In episode 1, I talked about Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon's battle with Darth Maul being titled Duel of Fates because it was a duel for the ultimate fate of not only the Force and its balance, or how it would come to balance, but also a duel for Anakin's soul. And here's a follow-up on that. I also brought up in that segment, Qui-Gon's passing caused a shift in the balance of the Force. And what I meant there was a shift in what was going to have to happen for balance to now be achieved. And it all stems based on how Anakin would be trained. Do I mean he was trained incompetently by Kenobi? No. But what he learns from Obi-Wan is probably 65 to 70% of what he actually needed to learn. Qui-Gon would have taught him what Obi-Wan taught him, of course, but as well as how to focus and harness feelings, especially the negative ones. He also would have been a figurehead to go to about Padme in his dreams instead of Palpatine, meaning no fall. He could have brought balance by destroying Palpatine and being a leadership to help lead the Jedi out of the imbalance of power and corruption that's within their own thinking and how they train the Jedi now. But Qui-Gon was defeated by Maul, so here we are. Anakin's fall does end up happening, meaning bringing balance is a bloodier and more tragic road than it could have been or should have been, because the Jedi are the good and the Sith are the bad. That's how it's presented in the originals, that's how the thought process is in the prequels, but the Jedi aren't so good after all. They have become power hungry, and they have organized corruption within them. They are no better than the Sith by the point in episode 3 when Anakin falls. This is something Qui-Gon in episode 1 clearly felt, hence why he wasn't on the council, because he believed so differently than they did. They want to control everything, claiming no responsibility for anything, because they say, like Mace Windu says in episode 2, we're not soldiers, we're peacekeepers. But here's the thing. Peacekeepers don't go on the way that they go on. They are clearly power hungry. And Windu himself clearly enjoys the violence that Jedi can put out. There can be no balance with this thought process. Now, Sidious does want complete control too, so he's in the wrong as well. The Sith and the Jedi both are in the wrong. Genocide is never an answer, but that's how this story goes. It's unfortunate, but that's the way it goes. Could the restoration of balance be done without killing all the younglings? Yes, but the chance for that died with Qui-Gon. The Jedi are so stuck in their thought process that the other outcome just wasn't possible once he died. I love the story of Star Wars. This is my favorite of the bunch. Like I said, I acknowledge the issues that it has, and I did score on those issues. I gave the yikes for those. But whatever, it doesn't matter, because the good in this just exponentially outweighs the bad that comes from it. I give this 4.5 lightsaber duel of fates out of 5. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully this wasn't too long, but please put in the comments, what do you think of Star Wars Episode 3? What do you think of Star Wars in general? Do you have your lightsaber figured out? Or do you have a lightsaber? How much are they? I'd like to get one. Nowhere near that financially right now, but tell me all about it. Thank you.
You're after something. Is it revenge? Money? Or is it something else? You look good. A little rough around the edges, but good.
Heard about a job. Big shot gangster putting together crew. I'm a driver, and I'm a flyer. I waited a long time for a shot like this.
What do you think? Well, what do you know?
You got a line on a ship?
Yeah, I know a guy. He's the best smuggler around.
I heard a story about you. I was wondering if it's true. Everything you've heard about me is true.
L3!
Let go of the mean man's face.
Who are these guys? If you come with us, you're in this life for good.
You might want to buckle up, baby.
Here they come! Let me give you some advice. Assume everyone will betray you, and you will never be disappointed.
I got a really good feeling about this.
Since when do you know how to fly?
190 years old? You look great.
Push it! So glad we took this job!
Goodbye.